Hi everybody, Metal Shop Steve back again with another music review. We're going to call this another one in my series of Get This Album, and I'm going to give it away. I'm going to show you the album cover. You saw the album title already. This one is called Unbreakable, the new album from a group called New Year's Day. You may have noticed a trend here lately, although not specifically on purpose. This is my third Get This album in a row that I've done with a female-fronted metal band. So New Year's Day is not a new band. They have a few albums in their catalog, but we're going to talk about this one, Unbreakable, the new one. And for anybody who has listened to any of their previous releases, you can kind of hear, you kind of know that this version, this album, is just a little bit heavier, a little bit louder than the previous ones, which I enjoy. So again, as always, I have a few notes. We're going to talk about the songs. I'm going to give you my favorite songs on here. But first of all, just to tell you, actually in this CD, it's a little cardboard CD slip, but along with the disc, they actually include kind of a little mini poster. So if you're into little surprise collectible type of things, you've got one of those in here. So the band is Ash Costello. She's the vocalist. She's the one you see right here on the cover. Also Nikki Misery on guitar, Frankie Sill on bass, and Austin Ingerman on guitar. They have some videos out too on YouTube. I'll probably link to one or two of those so you can go check them out. But now let's get into the music. So starting out with Ash Costello's voice, which is, again, it's probably the most prominent thing that you're going to notice right away when you listen to this. There is just a complete power to her voice. It is so powerful. There's no messing around here. There are some other bands out there too that have kind of power vocalists on the female side of things. Again, I don't really want to compare bands to bands, but powerful, powerful, powerful voice. There's at times though, there's almost kind of a pop quality to her voice, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I just mean that it's very clear, it's very controlled, and then she also has this other side that she just flips the switch, and you get this, it goes from this clear, soaring pop kind of sound to this completely gritty, angsty, powerful sound to her voice. So again, I like versatility, I like vocals, so right there you've got this Ash Costello. Fantastic. But unlike some other bands, maybe this type of band where the vocals overpower everything else, and again, not saying that's a bad thing, but her vocals, as powerful as they are balanced out really nicely by the rest of the band. They have just kind of a nice, powerful, aggressive, all-around sound. You know, the guitars are thick and chunky and distorted pretty well, and the bass and the drums add a really nice groove in there. There's a little bit of electronica sounding bits in here. Don't let that scare you away. It's not by any means an electronic album, but just for a little bit of mood, a little bit of atmosphere here and there. One or two songs have a little bit of keyboard, piano type of sound in there too. Some of the electronica almost puts me in mind of just like a quick little dubstep kind of piece, but not extended, not anything that interferes with how just powerfully rocking metal this album is. So again, don't let that scare you off, but just to let you know, it is in there. Not a problem for me. I love how powerful the album is all around. Thrashing drums, emotionally, I should say lyrically, this album, I feel like the lyrics on all of their albums have always been kind of on the personal, emotional type of side of things, and it's really no different here. The songs are emotionally driven, lyrically. I'd say very personal, very introspective. I like to use that word again, but provocative at the same time. So there's a nice mix, and there's nothing weak here. There's no weakness to this. It's just all the emotion and the insight go toward a very strong place. So there you have it on that side of things. Song-wise, let's talk about the songs on here. And this is one that I would highly recommend, along with the Get This Album Now, which I kind of forgot to say at the beginning, but Get This Album Now. This is one that as soon as I popped it into my car, or for you, anywhere that you can pop it in, that you're going to get the full depth of sound, crank it up loud. This is one that when I have it in my car and I crank it up as loud as I can stand, that's where it's at. That's what this whole album is all about. It is meant to be listened to loud. So that's the way you want to do this. But again, on to the songs. Not really anything on here that I would skip. I just listened to this one the whole way through, and it just kind of pushes me along sonically, and it just kind of it rocks me. It rocks me. So that's what I like. Going down the list here, Misunderstood, as in misunderstood. Good song. Also talking about Done With You. That's another one on here. Break My Body. It's another one. That's one that's kind of a little bit on the provocative side. As I mentioned, it's not just about I don't know, the softer side of emotion in here anywhere. There's just kind of the broad range of topics, but again, very strong. She comes across very strong here. Another one, Nocturnal, is an awesome song. There's awesome right there for my brother if he's watching. But I will tell you that two of my favorite songs on the album, top two, the very last track on the album is, I don't know, I guess you'd kind of call it an anthem or something like that. It's called I Survived. Again, it sounds very personal, but there's just something about her vocal tone in there and the way she changes up as she's singing. Just listen to it and you hear what I mean right away. But I Survived, my #1 song on the album. Number 2, I would say probably Sorry Not Sorry. It's another rocker. They're pretty much all rockers, you know. I don't want to give anything away here, but they're pretty much all rockers. Nocturnal is great. Poltergeist, My Monsters. So really, they're dealing with, I guess, some darker themes here too, darker emotional themes, but just really, really solid all the way around. And as I've said before, no big giveaway here, but I'm probably not going to put up a review on camera of something that I hated or I thought was weak, unless you specifically ask me to review something and I don't like it, because I'm going to be honest. So, but for the purposes of me choosing albums to review, New Year's Day, Unbreakable, a little song list on the back there. I'm going to give you the close-up as I always do. But I would say, my opinion, go out and get this album right now. And if you haven't listened to any of their previous stuff, you might want to check that out too. Check out some of their videos. Again, I'm going to link everything here below. That's it. I had a couple of videos this weekend. And if you haven't checked out my other videos from earlier this weekend, a couple days ago, I put up a video talking about Prong for any of you older metalheads out there who know Prong. Go check that one out. I'm getting very, very close to 100 subscribers in my young YouTube career here. So as soon as we get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a little giveaway. So make sure you check that out too. I also have another box of little Funko rockers coming. That should be here pretty soon. But the next thing that I'm pretty sure I'm putting up is I'm expecting my May Metalhead subscription box to show up at my door this week. So probably the next time you see me, we will be opening up a Metalhead subscription box together and talking about all the cool stuff that's inside of there. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe, like, comment to me. I do comment back, so please do all of that. And until next time, have a good day.